Welcome to Darwin. It's a city unlike any other in Australia. Forget what you think you know about this vast continent. Down south, Sydney. Down south, Melbourne. But up here in the top end, things are different. Darwin is closer to Bali than it is to Sydney. That simple fact tells you a lot about this place. It's a city that looks north towards Asia, Australia's tropical gateway, where the outback meets the Timor Sea. The air here is thick with humidity and the scent of frangipani blossoms. It's a place that moves at its own, unhurried pace. The first thing you will notice is the atmosphere. It's laid back, relaxed, and incredibly welcoming. People here don't rush, they stroll, they take time to chat. You'll see locals walking around in shorts. You'll see locals in singlets, thongs, flip-flops everywhere, no matter the occasion. This easygoing attitude is infectious. It invites you to slow down and truly experience your surroundings. The city is surrounded by a wild, untamed landscape. Crocodiles patrol the waterways. Exotic birds fill the skies with their calls. It's a constant reminder that you are on the edge of a vast wilderness. This is not just a city, it's an adventure waiting to happen. Darwin's location has shaped its character in profound ways. Being the northernmost capital city in Australia makes it a vital hub. It connects the rest of the country to its Asian neighbours. This connection isn't just about trade or geography, it's cultural. For centuries, traders from Indonesia have visited these shores, leaving their mark on the local First Nations people. Today, that multicultural spirit is stronger than ever. Walk through the city's streets, and you will hear a symphony of different languages. You will see people from all corners of the globe who have decided to call this tropical paradise home. This diversity is what gives Darwin its unique, vibrant energy and makes it feel so alive. This city is a true melting pot. It has a population drawn from more than 60 nationalities, 70 different ethnic backgrounds. This rich tapestry of cultures is not just something you read about in a brochure. It's something you live and breathe here. You can taste it in the food at the local markets, Asian-inspired dishes, traditional Aussie barbecue. You can see it in the festivals that light up the city throughout the year. Celebrating Greek heritage, celebrating Aboriginal art. It's a place where everyone seems to have a story about where they came from and what brought them here. This blend of cultures makes Darwin a fascinating place to explore. Darwin's story is one of incredible resilience. This is a city that has been tested by history time and time again. It has been bombed, it has been blown away, yet it always finds a way to rebuild, stronger and more determined than before. During World War II, Darwin was on the front line. It suffered devastating air raids. More planes hit Darwin than Pearl Harbor, a fact that surprises many visitors. The city was a crucial strategic base for the Allied forces. It paid a heavy price. This history is etched into the city's memory. Memorials, heritage sites. They tell stories of bravery and loss, a powerful reminder of Darwin's role in world history. Then, on Christmas Eve 1974, disaster struck again. Cyclone Tracy ripped through the city. Winds over 250 kilometers per h. Almost everything flattened. Over 70% of homes destroyed or seriously damaged. A catastrophe of unimaginable scale. In the aftermath, most people were evacuated. Many thought the city would be abandoned forever. But Territorians proved unbreakable. They chose to stay. They chose to rebuild. They created a new, modern city from the rubble. This survival forged a unique identity for Darwin, a sense of toughness and optimism. Locals have a deep appreciation for life and community. They know what it means to rely on one another. This spirit is core to the city's culture. The city today, modern, well-designed, built to withstand future cyclones, a monument to resilience. It has quite literally risen from the ashes. That resilience is matched by an ancient culture. Long before settlers, the land belonged to the Larakia people, one of the world's oldest living cultures, tens of thousands of years. Their connection to the land is profound and spiritual. First Nations culture is integral to Darwin's identity. See it in stunning art galleries, hear it in ancient stories, feel it in respect for the natural environment. Darwin offers a unique chance to connect and learn. It adds a rich layer of meaning to any visit. To truly understand Darwin, you need to look back at its history. It's a past filled with drama and hardship, a story that many people outside of Australia have never heard. Long before it was a tourist destination, Darwin was a small remote outpost, but its strategic location made it incredibly important. During World War II, this quiet tropical town was thrust onto the world stage. On the 19th of February 1942, everything changed. Japanese forces launched a massive air raid on the city. This wasn't just a small attack, it was a full-scale assault. In fact, more bombs were dropped on Darwin that day than were dropped on Pearl Harbor. It was the first and largest single attack ever mounted by a foreign power on Australia. The city was completely unprepared. The bombs rained down, turning the peaceful harbor into a scene of chaos and destruction. Ships were sunk, buildings were flattened, and lives were lost. This wartime history is not hidden away. You can visit the Darwin Military Museum at East Point. Bunkers, gun emplacements. They even have incredible displays that bring the experience of the bombings to life, helping you to understand the scale of what happened here. You can visit the oil storage tunnels, a massive underground construction project built in response to the raids, a testament to the sheer determination to protect the city's fuel supplies. Just as Darwin was recovering and rebuilding from the war, nature unleashed its own devastating force. For many Australians, the name Darwin is forever linked with one word: Tracy. On Christmas Eve of 1974, Cyclone Tracy descended upon the city. It was a monster. As night fell, the winds began to howl, building in intensity until they became a terrifying, continuous roar. It was a sound survivors say they'll never forget. The sound of a city being torn apart. The cyclone hit with a fury that's almost impossible to comprehend. When dawn broke on Christmas Day, it revealed utter devastation. The city, as they knew it, was gone. Houses, mostly lightweight timber, simply disintegrated. Roofs were ripped off, walls collapsed. For hours, people huddled in the strongest parts of their homes, in bathrooms, under tables, in hallways, praying for survival. Infrastructure was crippled. There was no power, no clean water, no communications with the outside world. The aftermath triggered one of Australia's largest air evacuations. More than 30,000 of the city's 47,000 residents were flown out. Many thought this was the end of Darwin, but the people of Darwin, the Territorians, are made of tougher stuff. The disaster did not mark the end of their city. Instead, it became the defining moment that would shape its future for generations to come. The decision was made not to abandon Darwin. Instead, a massive effort was launched to rebuild it from the ground up. This wasn't just about repairing the damage. It was an opportunity to create a new, better, safer city. The goal was to build a city that could withstand another Cyclone Tracy. The new building codes were among the strictest in the world. Houses were no longer made of flimsy timber and tin. Instead, they were built with reinforced concrete, steel frames, cyclone-proof windows. You'll notice that many of the older, elevated homes that survived now have solid concrete cores or are bolted deep into the ground. The city was redesigned with wider streets, more green spaces, underground power lines. It was a remarkable feat of engineering and urban planning. This period of reconstruction also brought a new wave of people to the city. Many of them fell in love with the top-end lifestyle and decided to stay, contributing to the city's growing multicultural fabric. You can learn all about this incredible story at the Museum and Art Gallery of the Northern Territory. They have a permanent exhibition dedicated to Cyclone Tracy, and it's a must-see for any visitor. There's a sound booth where you can hear the terrifying roar of the cyclone, a truly chilling experience that gives you a small glimpse of what residents endured. But the exhibition is not just about the disaster, it's about the recovery. It tells the stories of the people who stayed, who rebuilt, who created the vibrant modern city that stands proudly today. It's a powerful story of human resilience and a perfect introduction to the unshakable spirit of Darwin. When people talk about Darwin's must-do experiences, one place always comes up: the Mindle Beach Sunset Market. This isn't just a market, it's a cherished local institution, a vibrant celebration of everything that makes Darwin special. As you wander through the bustling stalls, you are greeted by the tantalizing aromas of sizzling satay sticks, spicy curries, freshly cooked seafood. With over 60 food stalls, you can take your taste buds around the world. Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, Greece, and many other countries. Try something new. Fiery laksa, Greek souvlaki, Aussie kangaroo burger. Beyond the food, the market is a treasure trove of arts and crafts. It's the perfect place to find a unique top-end souvenir. But the true highlight is the sunset itself. As evening approaches, everyone heads to the sandy shore, finds a spot, and settles in for the main event. Watching the sun sink into the Timor Sea is a daily ritual. The sky explodes in oranges, purples, and brilliant pinks. A collective round of applause often erupts as the last sliver disappears. Just a short walk from the city center, you will discover the Darwin Waterfront Precinct. This modern and vibrant area is a true urban oasis. The centerpiece is the Wave Lagoon, a huge pool generating artificial waves up to 1.7 meters. If you prefer calmer waters, the Recreation Lagoon sits right next to the Wave Lagoon. Large man-made saltwater beach protected by a special mesh. Mesh keeps out marine stingers. Mesh keeps out crocodiles. Crystal clear inviting water. Sandy shore perfect for sunbathing. For building sandcastles. Hire paddleboards. Hire kayaks. Not just swimming and sunbathing. One of Darwin's premier dining destinations. Restaurants, cafes, bars. Alfresco dining with water views. Casual lunch. Sophisticated dinner. Sip a cold drink watching the world go by. Fresh seafood. Modern Australian cuisine. This area is steeped in history. Follow the heritage trail. Read storyboards. See public art installations telling maritime and war stories. The Darwin Waterfront is urban renewal in action. A hub for recreation, dining, community life, blending old with new. To truly connect with the heart and soul of Darwin, a visit to its museums and galleries is essential. The premier cultural institution is the Museum and Art Gallery of the Northern Territory. The gallery boasts an incredible collection of Aboriginal art, showcasing diverse styles and stories from communities across the Northern Territory. One of the most famous residents at Magant is Sweetheart, a 5.1-meter saltwater crocodile. His preserved body is now a star attraction at the museum. You can also explore the Royal Flying Doctor Service tourist facility. The facility uses virtual reality and holographic technology to bring stories to life, the bombing of the harbour, and the history of the Royal Flying Doctor Service. Leaving the city behind, just a few hours' drive away lies a place of immense beauty and cultural significance, Kakadu National Park. This is not just any park, it's a World Heritage listed site. Kakadu is a vast and ancient land of dramatic escarpments. You can explore rugged stone country that rises abruptly from the plains, creating breathtaking lookouts like Ubir and Noorlangi. These escarpments are also home to some of the world's most outstanding rock art galleries. For thousands of years, the Beninj people and Mungi people have painted their stories on these rock shelters. Venturing deeper into the park, you will discover stunning wetlands and billabongs like the famous Yellow Water. A boat cruise here is an absolute must. As you glide silently through the water, you will see majestic sea eagles soaring overhead and immense saltwater crocodiles basking on the banks. The sheer abundance of life is astounding. You can join guided tours led by First Nations rangers who share their deep understanding of the environment, pointing out bush foods and medicinal plants, and telling the creation stories associated with the landscape. While Kakadu is a vast, multi-day adventure, there is another natural gem much closer to Darwin. This is Litchfield National Park. The main attractions in Litchfield are its magnificent waterfalls. Perhaps the most famous is Florence Falls. Wangi Falls is even more accessible with a huge, easily reachable plunge pool at the base of two powerful cascades. Floating on your back in the cool water, gazing up at the thundering falls and the sheer rock face is a truly magical experience. You can visit Bewley Rock Hole, a series of small waterfalls and rock pools, like a natural spa, where you can sit in the bubbling water. The park is also famous for its huge magnetic termite mounds, all perfectly aligned from north to south to manage the intense heat of the sun. No trip to Darwin would be complete without getting to know its most famous and fearsome resident, the saltwater crocodile. One of the most popular experiences is a jumping crocodile cruise on the Adelaide River. Seeing a 6-meter crocodile propel its entire body vertically out of the river is awe-inspiring. If you prefer a more tranquil setting, a harbour cruise around Darwin offers a different experience. You might see dolphins playing in the boat's wake. Beyond the water, the area around Darwin is a birdwatcher's paradise. Fog Dam Conservation Reserve is one of the best spots for bird life. You can see jacanas on lily pads, graceful egrets, and flocks of magpie geese. Whether on the water or on land, the wildlife experiences around Darwin are authentic and unforgettable. To truly feel the pulse of Darwin, immerse yourself in its local life and connect with its ancient cultural roots. The city is a hub for Aboriginal art. Visit galleries showcasing varied styles, from intricate central desert dot paintings to the cross-hatching or Rarok designs from Arnhem Land. Take guided cultural tours where Larakia guides share bush tucker knowledge and identify medicinal plants in parks and reserves. These experiences offer a powerful new perspective, where the landscape becomes full of meaning, history, and spiritual significance. Darwin's vibrant community spirit is best expressed through its exciting calendar of festivals and events. The highlight is the Darwin Festival. Darwin also loves quirky events. One famous example is the Beer Can Regatta. Locals build boats and rafts from empty beer cans and race them at Mindle Beach. Another must-see is Territory Day on July 1st. As night falls, the city erupts, culminating in a huge public show over the harbour. First, timing is everything. Darwin has two distinct seasons, the dry season and the wet season. Getting around Darwin is straightforward. Planning to visit Litchfield or Kakadu. Renting a car gives you freedom to explore at your own pace. Finally, a quick word on safety. Be croc-wise. Saltwater crocodiles are present in all waterways. Never assume a body of water is safe. Wear a hat, use sunscreen, wear sunglasses, drink plenty of water. So, there you have it. Darwin is so much more than just a remote city at the top of Australia. It is a place of incredible contrast and profound character. It's a city where a laid-back, tropical lifestyle meets a history of dramatic survival and deep, ancient culture. This is not a city you simply see, it's a city you feel. You feel it in the warm, humid air, you see it in the spectacular sunsets, you taste it in the vibrant food. It's a place for adventure, coming face to face with a giant saltwater crocodile, swimming in a pristine waterfall-fed pool, exploring ancient rock art galleries. This is a city that gets under your skin. You will remember the shared applause as the sun disappears at Mindle Beach. You will remember the taste of a spicy laksa. You will remember the feeling of floating in the cool, clear water of Litchfield. The beauty of community, the power of nature, the strength of the human spirit. So I invite you to come and see for yourself. Come and discover Australia's hidden gem. Explore its history. Immerse yourself in its culture. Lose yourself in its stunning natural beauty. It is a journey to the frontier, vibrant, welcoming, utterly unforgettable. Your top-end adventure is waiting for you. Come and live it.